My filming location today is Shady Oaks Park. A whole bunch of little acorns, little nuts, who stood their ground. I hope you, a little nut, can stand your ground. Good evening or good morning, Inspired Illuminators, depending on what it is within your day and time. My name is Jennifer Engel. I am your highest possibility states subconscious coach, coming at you from Illinois on the evening of Sunday, June 27th. Getting ready to post this Jaunt with Jen on Monday morning, June 27th or 28th. You know, I get my quotes a lot of times from life when I sit back and I think about the last 24 hours. And the quote I decided to post this morning is, not everybody needs to understand you. Only you need to understand you. And maybe those closest to you. So let me tell you, for those of you who are interested, where the quote came from today. So this weekend marked the 17th wedding anniversary of my husband and I. And we just got back from dinner. We actually celebrated it on Sunday, the day after. And one thing that I like about my husband and I is at least once a month we can sit down, we can have a raw and real conversation about what our life has been like together over the past month, over the past year, 3 years, so on and so forth. And I would say that my husband and I, our marriage is pretty average. At the beginning, we were so happy, we were so in love, we had marriage to look forward to, we had a house to buy to look forward to, we had moving in together to look forward to, we had raising children to look forward to, and then the children started to grow up, we moved away from our families, life became a little bit more difficult, the things in the house weren't new, they started falling apart. My husband and I started to develop different interests, and so here we are, 17 years into it, and it's like, yep, here we are, celebrating our anniversary. It's like, I don't even think we got each other cards or anything. And sometimes I've heard other people who had anniversaries say, yeah, sometimes we just re-give each other cards that we've given each other in the past. Another thing that I like about my husband and I is it was really hard in our 30s and as we were moving into our 40s to get our egos out of the way. To say, you know what? I may not be the all and everything that can make you happy. So if we need to go out and we need to have different hobbies or experiences or whatever to be happy and fulfilled, and then we come home and we tell each other about it because we're good friends and we've been friends for 17 years or more. Actually, we've been friends for like 20, 21, 22 years. Then that's what we need to do. And some of the decisions that we made when we were young and dumb, or that we might even be making now, people might not always understand or get. But it's okay. We understand ourselves and we understand each other. What makes ourselves happy and what makes the other person happy. And that's what matters. And, again, as you get older, you start caring less and less what other people think of you. That's one of the blessings of getting older. and you start being more open, more raw, and more real. And when I start being more open, more raw, and more real, what's funny is the people who don't know me, they have this persona of me that I probably legitimately put off. I was pretty much an introvert for almost all my whole life. I felt like I had to hide because I was born with mild spina bifida, which didn't affect me or my family mildly, which gave me low self-esteem, learning issues, relationship issues, fill in the blank, right? So I felt like I had to hide a lot of my life. But for those and so I kind of put up this wall, I put up this persona, and I've actually, when I'm having these raw, real conversations with people my age, they're like, oh my God, I'm glad you told me that because I'm doing the exact same thing. You know, we all make sure that we're all like really happy on the outside, and then we shut our doors and things might be a little bit more chaotic or different or not what people expect behind closed doors for the people who really know you and know yourself. And what I'm also finding is a lot of people my age, so I'm 47, and maybe older, maybe younger, there's probably a big, huge age range, are like beating themselves up for being young, for being stupid, for being hormonal. You know, I never used to know what my mom used to talk about when she used to say, you know, hormones, they make you kind of crazy. But now that I've been menopausal for like a year and a half, I can kind of understand what she was talking about. Because for the first time in my life, I feel like I'm the most stable I've ever been. So, no one really has to understand you but you. And maybe those who are closest to you. So I put up like this facade. And sometimes it's true. I also compartmentalize. I think that's necessary sometimes. When I'm at work, I'm very serious. I'm very focused. I really don't talk to a lot of people. But another comment that I hear is, I didn't know you were like that. I actually heard an administrator say that about me several years ago. Because again, when they see me around the building, they see me very quiet, very serious. I keep to myself. But then, when they actually observe me in the classroom, where I let my walls down, because again, if I'm being raw, real, and honest, I connect more with younger people who don't have their walls up as much, or don't have a fake persona up as much as older people do sometimes. I'm very extroverted, charismatic, weird, and that's how I am at home too. I sing really loudly and obnoxiously. You know, I might even dance. I might say weird, obscene things once in a while. Not in the classroom. I might say weird things in the classroom, but not obscene. And for me and for those closest to me, they get me. And so I let the walls down and I let them see the real me, who does, you know, is very extroverted, does sing, does dance, does enjoy life. And there are other people that I'm talking to, bunches of people, who think that they're in a situation by themselves. They've been trying to make themselves happy. And they've been trying to encourage the people around them to be happy as well. But the people around them just don't want to be happy anymore. no matter what these people try to do. And so multiple people that I've talked to are finally saying, you know what? If you, this person that they were with, don't want to be happy anymore, I'm setting myself free so I can be happy. And again, that's where this talk comes in. No one has to get you, as long as you get you. Tying in my quote from yesterday, we all deserve big, beautiful lives. Because if we're not happy, the people around us aren't going to be happy either. If we don't understand ourselves, the people around us aren't going to understand us either. So the world doesn't need to understand you. Only you need to understand you. And if you don't understand you yet, that's okay. You know, we're not dead yet. We still have time. So take that time to get to know yourself. And it's just a bonus if the people who are closest to you know you as well. The important one is that you know you and you're okay with you. It's a bonus if the people closest to you know you and get you. And if they don't, that's okay too. But again, I use my 3 questions to guide myself. Is what I'm doing to get to know myself, is my true self truly making me happy, and the decisions that I'm making for myself? Is it giving me more or less energy over time? And is it making me more or less functional over time? Then I expand that out. Is the decisions that I'm making hurting anyone around me? Or by me being happy, is it also making them more happy? By me being more functional, is it making them more functional? By me having more energy? Okay, but those are the bonus questions. The real thing comes down to, no one needs to get you except for you. Okay, and sometimes you can use those 3 questions, by getting to know you, or if you need to get to know yourself, you can also use those 3 questions. What makes you happy? What gives you more energy? And what makes you more functional over time? Then those answers will lead you to discovering who you are. Okay? I hope that you can use your relationship with yourself to understand yourself, to get yourself, to make yourself more happy, to make yourself more energetic, and to make yourself more functional over time. Because now, more than ever, the world needs people who know themselves and who are willing to make friendships and connections with people who are willing to accept them just the way they are. And more than ever, it needs you. Peace and blessings.